Good morning. I'm just going to take these glasses off. I wish, that I had something a little more positive, fun, or uplifting to say. But I mean, if you've watched the news since last night, you kind of know what's going on in the world today. And it's just a microcosm of everything that's happening these days. And there's not much anybody can do about it. There's not much you and I can do to correct things. All we can do is, if you believe in a higher power, pray. You have to hope that the world comes back to its senses, and you have to hope that the world finds a peaceful outcome, because I don't know that going down this path of saber rattling or whatnot is the way. But nonetheless, the news is what the news is, and you'll hear a lot about it if you haven't already. You know what's going on over there with Iran and Israel and this and that and tit for tat. The world needs less tit for tat and more we can get through all of that. And I'm not trying to be alliterative because I think that, people don't typically speak in alliterations. But the truth of the matter is if we would just remember, I think, as people, that we're all just people. We all worship the same uh, deity, the same God, if you choose to exist, choose to believe in that, and that we're all just trying to figure out our way together through everything that life sends our way. I think therein lies the answer. But it takes some listening. It takes some being willing to admit when you're wrong. It means being willing to believe you're right, yet saying nothing in the interest of a greater good. Um, but it all starts with listening. And there's just not enough of that going on, I think. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of, I must look stronger than you. I must be better than you. And I don't know that any of that is really okay. And that's kind of how we got to this place where we're at right now. And can we get through it? Sure. Generations before have. This is not the first time we faced some sort of armed conflict or some sort of saber rattling in the Middle East or some sort of whatever. But it all starts by listening. It starts by humbling yourself and saying, you know what, maybe I believe I'm right on all of these things, but there is a greater good that can be found. And sometimes it means not fighting certain battles. Sometimes it means not showing up for a fight at all. Sometimes it means just saying, okay, I feel like I understand that you're angry. I understand that you're upset. I understand that you have to look strong. I understand that there are other things going on. But the truth of the matter is when the world is afraid, that's when things go from interesting to bad really quick. And I'm hopeful that that's not what we're living in, because it just seems like yesterday we got through this shutdown. Um, again, there's more in the world, not just here in Fortress America, but around the world. There's more that unites us than divides us. And it starts with humanity. And it starts by listening, much like the earliest people did that wrote things down on the walls of caves. It involves listening to stories, reading stories, and being open to the idea that maybe there's a better way forward. You know, I really understand this morning why it is that people are over the news. I'm a news junkie, reformed news junkie, I should say, because like you, I can't deal with any more of it. It's just too negative all the time. And it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. But it starts by listening. So listen today, whether you've got some issues with family or friends or at work or in life, be the example by listening and finding a way forward together. Even if you don't necessarily agree with everything you've been told or what they're telling you should be or what they want you to be, just listen, find common ground, and move forward. And maybe if you do that and I do that and enough of us do that, we can put some sort of positive change into the world. And then we will be able to amplify our voice together as one. That's one of the things I think about when I look at this tattoo. My first. I'll show you that. You can see it. I showed the world on TikTok not too long ago. You see that? It's a speaker. It's a reminder from me that you can use your voice and amplify your voice for good or bad. Let's choose the good today, not by using our voice, but by listening so that we can find one voice. My parents named me Toby, and I've approved this message. If you've got thoughts, comments are always wide open. I don't delete them. Even if you disagree, if you think I'm talking out of my butt talks, whatever, that's fine. I just appreciate that you've given me the last few minutes of your life to have this conversation. And I believe we can find a way forward together. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to probably move this from before the DC show on the East Coast to sometime around lunchtime on the East Coast so that we can be a little more consistent about our time together. And I won't go for 5 or 6 minutes. I'll keep it quick. They call them shorts for a reason. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tell a friend who needs to hear this that it starts by listening. And let's listen to one another today. Maybe we can bring some sense, some peace, and some calm to this world that needs it. I'm Toby Knapp, and I've approved this message. If you need me for anything, TK@iHeartRadio.com.